Today I'm going to discuss about today I will be discussing the first paper of 2019 Northwestern Province paper, year-end test paper. First question, then first of all I should tell you that I uploaded the link of this paper into the description box. You could download the paper, right? So draw all the axis of symmetries of, here is a grade 7 paper, right? So draw all the axis of symmetries of this diagram. Here is an equilateral triangle. Here is an equilateral triangle. So we are able to draw the all axis of symmetries of this one. So you know what is an axis of symmetry? You know that axis of symmetry is a line which draws. By the axis of symmetry, this figure can be divided into two equal parts, right? This is the axis of symmetry of this one. When it comes to this type of one, here is a rectangle. We could draw the axis of symmetry. This is the axis of symmetry. This is the axis of symmetry. But anyway, our concern, we need to concern, the question is, we should draw the all axis of symmetries of this equilateral triangle. So here is an axis of symmetry. The other one is this one, axis of symmetry. The other one. Then we are able to draw three axes of symmetries. Answer for the first question is this. So the second question is, what type of angle is 135? What type of angle is 135? You know that angles between angles greater than 0 degrees, less than 90 degrees, we identify as acute angles. Angles between 90 degrees and 180 degrees we name as obtuse angles. So this angle is met between this 90 degrees and 180 degrees. Therefore, 135 degrees is this angle is an obtuse angle. The third question is find the value of minus 2 plus 2, minus 2 plus 2. What's the answer of this one really? Here minus 2 plus 2, opposite values you could see in this question. So the answer here is 0. Just to think of this one, this type of one, plus 10 plus 7 plus minus 2 plus 7 plus minus 2. How do you do this question, right? So here plus 7 minus 2. So the answer can be taken as here the greater value is positive 1. This is that is written here. Then after that you need to subtract 2 from this 7. 7 minus 2 is 5. The answer is 5. Anyway, the answer here is 0. The fourth question is, we need to add this sum, right? So 1.2 plus 3.45. Decimal numbers, addition of decimal numbers. Decimal is a part, one part with, when you divide a given segment into 10 equal parts. But anyway, the answer of this one can be obtained that adding these two decimal values. That's 1.2 plus 3.45. 1.2 plus 3.45. If you want, you could write here 0. That's okay. But if you like, you just write here 0. Now we could add these decimal values. 0 plus 5 is 5. 2 plus 4 is 6. Here 1 plus 3 is 4. The other question is, fifth question here. It has given, in the question, you could check I'm not going to draw it right now. It has given in the question that there are, it says that, you need to find the, volume of that cube, right? So, you could see that there are, one side it says that 1 cm. So the volume of one cube can be taken as 1 cm into 1 cm into 1 cm, which is this type of one. This type of one. 1 cm, 1 cm, 1 cm. Volume can be taken. That 1 cm into 1 cm into 1 cm, which is 1 into 1 1 1 into 1 1. 1 cubic centimeters. So this is the volume. But anyway, there are, according to the given figure, you could see that there are 7 cubes. So the volume of 1 cube is 1 cubic centimeter. So volume of 8 cubes, 7 cubes can be taken as this value times 7. So 7 cubic centimeters. This is the volume. Okay, so the sixth question we could do, then we are able to, we need to find whether given statements, given things are set or not, sets or not. So, set is a well-defined group of elements. Set is a well-defined group of elements. So, birds, flowers, days of the week, days of the week, months in a year. Those are sets. Okay, even numbers, prime numbers, odd numbers, triangular numbers, and so on. Those are sets. But anyway, set is a well-defined group of elements. So first thing is long rivers in the world. Long rivers in the world. Really, this is not a set. The reason we are unable to identify that long rivers clearly, that precisely we should have got an ability, idea of understanding given expression as a set, given thing as a set. So therefore, we can't identify long rivers as precisely. Therefore, we cannot consider long rivers in the world as a set. And also prime numbers between 1 and 10. That's okay. Prime numbers we are able to identify. So that's a set. So part C. Colors of the rainbow. You know that. Colors also we are able to identify of the rainbow. So that one also can be considered as a set. Seventh question. We could do the seventh question. What is the seventh question? It has given a circle and also the middle point. This is it has named as O. This is O, and also this is capital A, capital B. This is C. So the question is the center. You need to name the center. Center is the midpoint of a circle. That is O. Center is O. The second question is diameter. Really, what's the diameter from here to here? AB is the diameter, right? So when you produce this one as D, and CD also can be considered as a diameter. Anyway, next the other question, eighth question. So express 0.25 as a percentage, right? The percentage lesson also that is met in this way, right? In grade 7 students are taught percentage lesson. So 0.25 we could write as a percentage. How do we write this? This can be written as out of 100, so which is 25 over 100. So 25 over 100 equals to 25%, right? So 25%. So how do you write this type of one as a percentage? 0.45 as a percentage. Yes, this one also can be mentioned as then 45 over 100, which is 45%. Just to think of this one, how do you write this one as a percentage? 0.7. This decimal number also we could write as a percentage. How do we write this one as a percentage? Yes, firstly we could write this one as 7 over 10 and also 7 over 10 as well as now this can be converted into out of 100. Therefore, this to be written this one as out of 100, this side multiplied by denominator can be multiplied by 10, numerator as well can be multiplied by 10. Then 70 over 100. 70 over 100 means 70%. So a given decimal number can be written as a percentage. Okay, given decimal number, first of all, how should we do this? That needs to be written. This decimal number is written as a fraction. After that, we could write that fraction as a percentage. Ninth question. What is the ninth question? The ninth question is here. It has given that this segment relates with picture graphs. This segment represents 8 books, right? According to the question, it represents 8 books. This diagram. So we need to find the number of books represented these diagrams, right? These 3 segments have colored. This part is 8, this part is 8, this part is 8. Then here is a, this whole segment is, 8. So this 1 square, we could realize that this is 2, this is 2, this is 2. 2, 2, 2. Okay, this whole segment is 8. This one also 2. Then 2 plus 2, 4 plus 2, 6 plus 2, 8. So these colored segments, total of these color segments, that is 6. So then the value of this one, 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 6. So the answer is 8 plus 8 plus 8, 24 plus 6, 30. The answer is 30. Okay. So the other one is 10th one. It has given, you could check the paper. I uploaded the link of this paper into the description box. You could download it. Find the perimeter of the hexagon which is constructed by using the equilateral triangle below. Which means, this is the equilateral triangle. Okay, it uses this equilateral triangle to construct. This equilateral triangle uses to construct hexagon. Hexagon means, this type of hexagon needs to be constructed. Okay, just get an idea. This type of hexagon needs to be constructed. Then how 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So one side is 6. Then this one 6, this one 6, this one 6, this one 6, this one 6. Then we need to get the perimeter. So 6 times 6. 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6, which is 36. So the answer is 36 cm. Okay. The 11th question writes all the outcomes obtained when tossing a coin. Head or tail, right? Head or tail. There are two sides when it comes to a coin. So the answer could be, can be taken as head or tail, head comma tail, right? Head comma tail. The 12th question, The 12th question is, 125 is written in the index form. 125. We need to write the values that need to be written in the blanks. Then 125 should be written as a power of a certain digit. So, this can be, think of this one. Then what we need to do here, we need to select a certain digits that can be taken to divide. Really most probably we need to consider a multiple of 125, right? Multiple of 125, we can't take 2, 3. We could take. Why I'm mentioning you that it needs to be taken a multiple of 5. Reason, then this is a multiple of 5. 125 is a multiple of 5, right? Therefore, we are going to divide using the digit 5. So 112 upon 5 is 2. 5 times 10. Remainder is 2. Then 25 upon 5 is 5. Which means, what did I do here? I divide this 125 by 5. 5 times 10. Then 2 minus 0 is 2 here. Then 25 upon 5 is 5. So 5 times 5 is 25. So here 25. When you divide 125 by 5 is 25. Again, this can be divided by 5. Then 25 upon 5 is 5. Then 5 upon 5 is 1. So, we written 125 as a power of, 5. This means really 125 equals to 5 into 5 into 5. Why did I get it as, 5 times 5, 25, 25 times 5, 125. So this means 5 into 5 into 5 means 5 to the power 3. 5 to the power 3. So therefore, you could see that in the blank, we could write here 5, here 3. This is the base, this is the index. Okay. The 13th question, express 1/4 as an improper fraction. How do you do this, right? So 4 into 1, 4 plus 1, 5. This is the improper fraction. Now listen to me. You should not watch the video continuously. First of all, you need to do the question. After that, you should try to check with the taken answer with this answer, right? So if you are not okay, just try to realize this one. If you got an issue, you could mention it as a comment in the comment section. You could mention your issue if you got an issue. Okay, so you should not you should not watch the video, you should not study the video continuously. First you need to do the question, you need to solve the question. After that you could check with the taken answer with this answer, right? Okay, next one, if x equals to minus 2, y equals 4, find the value of 3x squared by, you know, x equals 2, really x equals 2, this is a 14th question, x equals 2 and y equals 4, x equals 2, y equals 4, you need to find the value of this one, 3x squared by, this 3x squared means, then 3x into x, here y. And also now these values you could substitute here, x equals 2, the value of y equals 4. 3 times 4, 6 times 12, 12 times 4, 48. This is the answer. Okay. So the 15th question is, it has given that if, 10 bottles, you could check with the paper. If 10 bottles, each of the capacity 750 milliliters fill from a water vessel which contains 40 liters, find the remaining amount of water. I mean, then what we are doing here really, then from a container which is filled with water, that is the container of that water, container of that filled capacity of that filled water is 40 liters. From that container, it takes out, mention containers of water. I mean, the value of one capacity of one container is 750 milliliters. Then that type of, this is the container, this is the container. From this container, we are getting, 750 milliliters times 10, right? Times 10. It makes obtaining, it takes from this container 750 milliliters of water, and the capacity of one container which is taken out is 750, then that type of 10 containers are taken out from this one. Then what happens really, then it reduces the amount capacity of water found in this container. Okay, but the question is, after getting this water from this container, remaining capacity should be calculated. So then we are able to calculate the taken out water, multiplying that 750 times 750 by 10, which is 7,500 milliliters. But anyway, this value has given in liters. Therefore, what we need to do here, we need to convert this 7,400 milliliters into liters. So for that, we divide this by 1000. So this is 7.5 liters. You know that 1000 milliliters equals to 1 liter, right? So 2000 milliliters equals to 2 liters. Therefore, to be converted milliliters into liters divided by 1000. So now what we done here, then we've taken 7.5 liters from this 40 liters. Now we need to subtract, right? We have to subtract in order to find the remaining amount of water in this container, right? Then 40 liters minus 7.5. I've written here 0. Then here liters, right? Then you need to borrow 1, then this 10 minus 5, here 9, this 0, this 10 becomes 9, then 9 minus 7, 2, then here 3. The answer is 32.5 liters. The answer. Let's do the other question. 16th question, that's an equation. We should solve this equation. 2x minus 1 equals to 5. 2x minus 1 equals to 5. Now, here minus 1, therefore you could add plus 1 to both sides. You could add plus 1 to both sides. Now we could simplify this minus 1 and plus 1. Now 5 minus 1 is 6. Both sides we could divide this in 2. So the value of x, we are able to get it this as x equals 3. The other one, 17th question. What is the 17th question? You need to multiply, according to the BD maths, these simplifications are done in these types of questions. So 9 minus 2 times 4. First of all, you need to multiply, the method that BD mass. First of all, you need to multiply. I could see the order. So first multiply. You cannot subtract that 9 minus 2. You could subtract, but that's wrong. If you are getting the answer as 9 minus 2, 9 minus 2 as 7 and 7 times for 28, this is wrong really. This is wrong really. So how can you do this? 2 times 4, 8. Then 9 minus 8 is 1. Let's do the 18th question. The 18th question is express 1 hour and 30 minutes in the simplest form, right, as a ratio. 1 hour and 30 minutes. 1 hour and 30 minutes. 1 hour and 30 minutes we need to should be expressed as a ratio. So what we need to do, 1 hour equals to, in 1 hour how many minutes? In 1 hour, 60 minutes, right? 60 minutes we need to convert into 1 unit. So instead of converting minutes into hours, we could convert this 1 hour into 6 minutes, which is 60 minutes, right? 60 minutes. And here 30 minutes. We should write this one as a ratio. So minutes and minutes can be cancelled out. Then here 30, here 60. So divided by 60 both sides. So therefore 1 time, 2 times. The answer is 2 to 1. Okay. So the 19th question, HCF, find the HCF of 6 and 8. Find the HCF of 6 and 8. How do we find the HCF of 6 and 8 really? So to be taken the HCF of given numbers, given values, generally we are writing given values as a product of prime numbers, right? So here, how do we do this? 6 equals to 2 times 3 divided by 2, then again divided by 3, then 6 equals 2 times 3. When it comes to the other one, 8 also, the same thing can be done, same way can be applied. So divided by 2 here, 2 is a prime number, 8 upon 2 is 4, again 4 upon 2 is 2, then 2 upon 2 is 1, so 8 equals to 2 times 3. Anyway, now we could get the LCM of HCF of this one, obtaining the common value here. Here, the, in this row you could see 2 here 2. So therefore it's taken in order to get HCF, 1, 2 is taken here. And also you need to consider this 3 and this 3 as well. Now it takes 1 digit here. Then 2 times 3 is 6. So the highest common factor, really we've taken the highest common factor, right? So considering factors as well, the same answer can be taken. But you need to learn this way of getting the HCF of given values, right? Given numbers. The 20th question is, name the pair of parallel lines in the trapezium given below, right? It has given a trapezium, you could see, right? You need to mention the parallel lines, right? Parallel lines. Really, what are the parallel lines that you could see in this given trapezium? Really, A, B, C, D. Then here is a trapezium. Trapezium is a quadrilateral which only 2 sides are parallel in a trapezium. Therefore, you could see the line DA and CB are not parallel. Therefore, these are the 2 lines that parallel lines are AB and DC are parallel lines. And also this can be stated as AB parallel to DC. Same thing. Okay, I'll be teaching you the second paper as well of this the same paper, and I'll be uploading the answers of the second paper as well within very short period of time in the near future. So if you got an issue, just mention, and let's meet in the near future.